Sawabanane family, we see you, we honor you, and we value you. Your gifts, along with God's grace, allow us to persevere, to mentor, and prepare new leaders as we co-create for future generations. The Proctor Conference is where future meets legacy. We are committed to the forward crusade of faith, equity, and reparatory justice, nationally and globally. We are the place where Ubuntu becomes reality. Your gifts to the Legacy Campaign enables our success, our sustainability, and secures the future. With vision, by faith, and through action, we are the Proctor Conference.
I'm so grateful that there is in this world something called the Samuel DeWitt Proctor Conference. You've been on the wall doing the work. Sister Iva Carruthers and so many others, you represent the best of our faith. You represent the faith of the Black church, the conscience of the American churches. Thank you for the work that you do.
Family, the time has come to work the roots. The roots of Samuel DeWitt Proctor, Gardner C. Taylor, Pauli Murray, Bayard Rustin, and the list continues. As the mission of the Samuel DeWitt Proctor Conference continues to shape our ethos and worldview. Join us today by committing an annual, one-time, or recurring gift to the SDPC Legacy Campaign. We pray that you and your loved ones have been and will remain the benefactors of God's grace and mercy. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's good to see you here on this Friday. Good morning and welcome to Faithful Fridays with the Samuel DeWitt Proctor Conference. You know, when the pandemic began to wreak havoc on all of our lives 2.5 years ago, the Proctor Conference began holding prayer. We had to do something because people were so discombobulated, so upset, and kind of lost. So we had to figure out a way to address what we felt, to see it and address it. So this became a space and a place of lament and refuge and hope as we aimed to treat the needs of the people, the needs of you as holy. Then as restrictions began to ease, we moved from praying every day to gathering virtually every Friday to pray, and we have loved it. But now we're in yet another phase of this transition, this transition that's been caused by the pandemic, and we're calling it Faithful Fridays. Now we're going to shift from prayers of prophetic equipping to prayers of commissioning, commissioned acts of collective resistance and viability. And we want you to join us. We want you to join us as we all learn to pray with our feet, to do it, to pray with our feet by serving others. Weekly, every single week, you will hear from an SDPC staff member as we uplift an issue or an initiative and encourage you to get in the fight, to help do what you can do so that we can all be free, because we believe, as Fannie Lou Hamer said, that until all of us are free, none of us are free. Faithful Fridays has been created to amplify some of the issues that are threatening our lives and our communities, yet aim to inspire action for the sake of freedom. Remember Salbanani. Remember that we see you, we hear you, we love you, and that people need to hear us as well. All of us need to be hearing and seeing each other, and Faithful Fridays is a way to get that done. So welcome to Faithful Fridays. And now here is our issue and call for prayer for today.
Greetings to you all. I'm Jamar A, bringing you this wonderful Faithful Fridays message. Picture this, April 12th, 1964, King Solomon Baptist Church in Detroit, Michigan, right before he was set to evolve to El Hajj Malik Shabazz. Malcolm X exclaimed, we must understand the politics of our community, and we must know what politics is supposed to produce. We must know what part politics play in our lives. And until we become politically mature, we will always be misled, led astray, or deceived, or maneuvered into supporting someone politically who doesn't have the good of our community at heart. So the political philosophy of black nationalism only means that we will have to carry on a political program of re-education to open our people's eyes, make us become more politically conscious, politically mature. And then we will, whenever we are ready to cast our ballot, that ballot will be cast for a man of the community who has the good of the community at heart. Family, there's no substitute or alternative reality that can absolve a nation that ceases to reckon with racism and inequity, validates homophobia and gender-based violence, affirms greed and communal deprivation, encourages and enables war, promotes imperialism, performs debilitating militarism, prolongs excessive materialism, fails to confront presidential debauchery, and enables supremacy in forms from white hegemonic fear to slave-catching idolatry. It parallels the words of Bishop Reverdy Ransom in 1936, where he said American Christianity will unchrist itself if it refuses to strive on, until this race problem is not only settled, but settled right. And until this is done, however much men may temporize and seek to compromise and cry, peace, peace, there will be no peace until this is done. Family, there is no illusion that can be constructed nor false cries uttered that'll cease calamity from remaining reality. Undeniably, America, we find ourselves in a moment of democratic crisis domestically and globally. Uplifting the critical need of civic engagement and protecting our collective futures is essential. Therefore, SDPC encourages those of you who comprise this beautiful Proctor Global Network and Proctor family to utilize your political agency by exercising your right to vote. Remain vigilant in advocacy and persistent in the prophetic call of activism in the pulpit and the public square. Yes, it is still true that the three evils of this nation are racism, excessive materialism, and militarism. Yes, it is still true that we must also realize that the problems of racial injustice and economic injustice cannot be solved without a radical redistribution of political and economic power. Yes, we are overshadowed by a perverted guise of equality, equity, and justice. Nevertheless, family, an active penetration against empire's evils is rooted in truth-telling and powered by righteous indignation to guide us into our collective future, a future consumed with the testimonies of our overcoming and strength of the people's civic engagement. So whether you're in Georgia or South Carolina, Florida or Pennsylvania, Arizona or New York, Texas or Illinois, do me one favor. Make the choice today to be honest about our condition while retaining hope. Ashe and Amen. Greetings, family. Thank you so much for tuning in to our Faithful Fridays broadcast. As a gentle reminder, registration is open for our 2023 Annual Clergy and Lay Leadership Conference in the beautiful city of Atlanta, Georgia, February 20th through 23rd, 2023. Yes, we will be in person as we celebrate 20 years of the Samuel DeWitt Proctor Conference. Seminarians, be sure to register today and take advantage of the 15% discount just for you. And to the general public, please be mindful to visit our website, sdpconference.info, where you can register and find our conference schedule for your convenience. Until we meet again, Sabonani.